Hey, good morning. It's a couple minutes before 5 a.m. and this anchorage wasn't terrible. I got some sleep, not much, but I've got to get on the way. There's virtually no wind right now, and I've got tides that are outgoing, so I want to grab these. I just don't know whether or not to go to Clallam, which is a couple hours away, or push all the way out to try to push to Neah Bay, which is going to be a much better protected anchorage for a rest day. I don't know. So we'll see. Let me get something to eat, and I've got to check the engine oil, and then probably just go. Just having my breakfast, and we got these guys who are out crabbing, already out and about, getting it done. It's crab season. I'm underway. It's another day of motoring because the wind is still going to be right on my nose. This morning I think I have some tides that'll help me out. I topped off the oil again. Took about 300 milliliters, I guess. And topped off the fuel tank, so they're full. Oil's okay. Got a nice day. Just heading around Pillar Point. Checking out Clallam Bay here. Lots of kelp. I don't think this is probably going to be very good, but I got this one guy out here who is, or appears to be, anchored. I may just have to abandon this idea. But let's go see what's up here. I think I've just got to push on. I'm not happy about that, but I don't really want to stop either. It's 7:30 in the morning. Well, last night there was this weird, like, high-pitched, rusty spring type sound when the boat was pitching in the anchorage. You know, the engine's off, so I could hear everything creaking and making noise and whatnot. And now I look at the top, it's definitely coming from the mast. I thought maybe, well, I thought all kinds of things, but I couldn't find what it was. And now, though, I look at the top of the mast, and there seems to be something disconnected. Now, it's not one of the shrouds or stays. I thought maybe it was the radio antenna, but that seems to be okay. But it's right near the radio antenna. I don't have any idea, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm on my way to Neah Bay, and a few hours from now, hopefully I'll be in an anchorage, and I can climb up when it's calm and have a look, re-secure it. I want to take that the anemometer down anyways, because it makes a terrible noise and it doesn't do me any good. I don't have a display for it, so get rid of that while I'm up there. Now this is what I'm talking about. None of that craziness. This is nice. It's a nice respite, and I'm glad I made the decision to keep going here. Furthermore, I think I can already see the rock, the entrance to Neah Bay. It's a ways out still, but it looks like I have it in my sights, which is reassuring. Currently I'm doing better than 6 knots, so this is turned out to be a nice, gentle, fast trip. Here's the approach to Neah Bay, coming from the east, heading west. These two cool, like, pillar rocks out here, and in the distance the island that forms the was it the northeast corner of the or boundary of the bay. This is the entrance to Neah Bay. Okay, so I'm anchored in about 25 feet of water, a little less than that actually. 5-to-1 scope. It's windy out, but we're in a protected anchorage. I can't at this point even feel the boat moving, or the slightest amount, which is such a relief. I can't go ashore. This is part of, and I don't know how to pronounce it exactly, but the Maka or Maka tribal reservation here in Neah Bay, and they are closed until October. And so they're not allowing anyone to go ashore to use the trails. They're not selling fuel. They're not selling food. I am simply here on the boat to anchor, rest. I've got to do some repairs and some changes to the boat. So I'll probably stay here for the rest of the day today, which it's about 11 a.m. And then I'll probably stay all day tomorrow too, because today is cloudy and I'm just not. I gotta climb the mast. I gotta do some other things, and I'm just not up for that right now. And the three things that I want to do before I get out of here, number one priority, well, actually it's two major priorities. One is to get that the tiller pilot secure. I'll show you when I get to it, but the tiller pilot it's the back pin, the pin that goes into the cockpit locker lid is really loose and wobbly, and it's getting over round now. The other thing is I need to climb the mast because it appears that something has come loose up there. I mentioned this, I believe, but something has come loose at the top, at the masthead, and it's not. I don't think it's the stays or shrouds, but I don't know exactly what it is. I can see something, I just don't know what. And then on top of that, I want to get rid of that stupid anemometer, which you may or may not be able to hear, but it's a groaning noise when the wind is going, and I don't have a display for it anyways. So those three things, and then little things like probably put some more oil, probably top off the fuel tank, that kind of thing, and then I'm not going to go straight through to the Columbia River in Astoria as I anticipated or believed I would. Because I didn't stop in Clallam Bay to refuel or to get more ice and things, and because I can't do that here in Neah Bay, I'm going to stop in La Push. I'm not sure the distance, but I think it's probably 40 to 60 miles from here, something like that. Maybe, hopefully on the shorter side, but I'm pretty sure it's a ways. So here's the issue with the tiller pilot here. You got this brand new, it works pretty well. And what happens is you got a pin here that will slide into this hole. Well, actually there's a thimble, slides into a hole that someone already put in there, and the pin slides in nice and snug, and then that's the place where it leverages against to move the tiller. The problem is that hole has become elongated, so the tiller pilot works overtime to keep us on course because there's so much play there. On the back side, you see that there's nothing supporting a good half or even more of this thimble, so it just has all kinds of room to bounce around there. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up and put a block of wood, adhere a block of wood down here, and drill that out so that when I slide this in, at least the bottom half has something to hang on to. Huh. Alright, well I'm going to look to see if this is going to work anyways. So yeah, I just broke these apart. I'll just go ahead and glue both sides, and we'll use them once they're glued. So we'll give that a little bit of time to cure up, and then we will continue on. Actually, I've got to clean that up anyways. I got to clean the bottom of that hole up with some acetone, cleaner, acetone, and sandpaper or whatnot. And then when this is cured and ready to go, we'll put this in. Yeah, I got this place all sanded down a bit and then cleaned up with acetone. The wind has really calmed down this evening, which is so nice. Cheers. Good. I'm glad that glue didn't give me any trouble. So I just put a bolt through to hold it in place till that starts firming up, and then I'll put the pin in place so it can all cure for tomorrow morning. It takes some doing in this wind, but that's up. I think that'll put me in the right place. I'm gonna take that spinning thing down because that's driving me freaking crazy. And then there's something over here on the port side that I need to investigate and take care of, whatever that is. Oh, so this is what I was thinking was something. It's not anything. Okay, well, right. So here's La Push. I'm sorry, here is whatever this place is called. Right now, I'm having a hard time getting words out. Okay, so I need a bigger screwdriver. Okay, let's try this again. No, too big. Let's see if I can get this. No, I don't think that's coming. Well, I'm inclined just to frickin' bend it over. I'm not gonna use it. Hell, if I bend it over, it might just break and I'll be done with it. While I'm here, let's go ahead and get a selfie. Something's not right inside there. Oh boy. I wasn't able to align that tiller pin thimble for long enough, and when that life cock finally set up, it just is off just a little bit. Disappointing, but I think what I'm going to do is either use some long bolts or screws to force it into the position I want. I've got some mechanical fasteners here instead. I'm going to put 4 of those things in. Okay, I finally am fairly happy with it. I didn't do 4, I was thinking I was going to do 4 bolts, but I think really at this point it's overkill. So, alright, I really should be making some dinner, but I just am not terribly interested in doing so, I gotta say. I gotta find something quick and easy maybe and do that. All these birds, man, oh man. Hey, good morning. It's 5:30 a.m. I'm trying to clear the sleep from my head. But I've got the kettle on for some oatmeal, and we'll do a few things just to get the boat ready to go, pull anchor, and we'll get on the road. Okay, yeah, underway. Just leaving the bay, and I'll go forward and lash the dinghy down. It stayed put on the way out, but I figure a couple lashes is probably a good idea. That island right there is the upper northwest corner of the continental United States, and just beyond it is the Pacific Ocean proper. And this is the sea state right now. Not too bad, a little bit of rolliness. Once we get around that, we should be able to put up the sails. Well, I wanted to go around Tatoosh Island right here. I wanted to go to the outside of it. And you probably can't see, but there are a bunch of white caps, bigger waves, breakers and such. I have no interest in going through that, exploring that option, so I'm going through this little pass here, some rocks, but it looks relatively calm, and the rocks are well marked, and as far as I can tell, I can see them, so we'll do that. Oh boy, that was pretty hectic. Got a fishing vessel coming the opposite direction between the island and the rocks, and just this wash machine worth of chop and waves and white caps. It gets your adrenaline going. It's a little bit better now. It's choppy out here and there's swells, but at least I'm out in the open, and headed down south now along the Pacific coast. I got some rocks up ahead. But those are easily avoided. Well, what a bummer. I just went forward, I put the mainsail up. There's no wind. There's no wind at all. So I'm just going to keep motoring for the time being. All this right here is the Umatilla Reef. It's Carroll Island and Sea Lion Rock. This way. That there is Cake Island, which means we are getting pretty darn close to La Push, which is up there by those rocks. I guess this swell here. Not terribly pleasant, not wholly unpleasant, but here's the approach to La Push. It's a little calmer in here, which is super nice. I just spoke to the harbor master on my way in. This is their first day they've been open since COVID, I believe. But anyways, I'm thankful to get in here, a place to stop and pick up some more fuel. And they have shave ice, probably for fish, but I'll take some, help me cool down my my ice box here a little bit more. That is a bald eagle in the water. It was just sitting in the water like a duck. I thought that if bald eagles got, actually went in the water, then they wouldn't be able to get out. That was my understanding, so that's very interesting. Here I am in La Push, Washington. I've got a good slip. We're next to all the fishing boats here. The harbor master, Gene, is a super nice guy and provided this slip for me, even though this is their opening day. That is the coiled Indian reservation is open for the first time, I think, since COVID. And so he was, so they were booked because there's obviously a lot of fishing around here. And but we got weather coming up tonight, and I just want another place to stay. So he said, take the slip. So we're here, and I'm gonna go find the store now. How beautiful is this beach? River's Edge Restaurant. I think I'll eat there. I'm just back from the restaurant, which is just over there. I don't know if you can see that, but the green roof with the lights on. Super friendly people here. I'm very happy to have stopped here. Just La Push, just great little place.